7 most commonly used n8n nodes which I use in my workflows. These are the 7 nodes which you have to use in most of the workflows. So as a beginner, you must have the knowledge to all of these nodes. The number 1 is sticky node, second HTTP request node, third one AI agent node, fourth node is edit node, or you can also call it a set node, fifth one is code node, and the sixth one is switch node, and the last 7th if node. So these are the 7 nodes. So first of all, you talk about sticky node in n8n. This is the most basic node and it does not perform any operation or any action. It is like a bookmark. A sticky node doesn't do any operation like filtering, comparing, or branching. Instead, it acts like a bookmark or reference point in your workflow. So this is the place where we have to do all our work, and below the plus icon there is a second option of sticky node. Click on that. Okay, so this is the sticky node, and let's take any other node, go for it this schedule trigger, and just put it on here. As you can see that we can bookmark the things like this. Let's suppose we go for the Gmail node, and if I have to bookmark this Gmail node, that what is this, and is this a starting point, is this is the ending point, to remember the workflow, we use the sticky node. Let's see more about the sticky node on the n8n doc. So you can read all these all are the basic things which we have talked about. Here the main one, writing in markdown. We have to write in markdown format in the sticky node. So let's copy this and create another sticky node and just paste it here. This is the top level heading, h1, h2, h3, and everything is here. You can also add images. We can also add YouTube videos. So let me show you how you can add YouTube videos with the help of n8n. To display YouTube videos on a sticky node, use this function. So let me search my YouTube channel here, and so here it is, and just copy the link, go to the chat with n8n dog, and just write whatever you want, like this is my YouTube link and I want to add this on my sticky node, so give me a short form link which you allows in the workflows. So it will give you the link like this. You have to just copy it and paste it here, and boom, here is the result. Now you can play this also and watch the videos. So we are done with the sticky nodes. Let's go to the most important one, the HTTP request node. The HTTP request node is used when you want your workflow to communicate with external APIs or any kind of external services where you want to get the information or you want to post the information or anything. HTTP request basically allows your workflow to send or receive data over the internet. So click on plus icon again and search for HTTP request node. So here it is, and click on this. So here in method there are many methods like delete, get, head, option, patch, post, put. There are so many methods. So let me explain you all these methods first. Sends a get request to fetch data like user info, post, weather, etc. It sends a post request to create or send data, and put patch requests are used to update the data, and delete request is used to remove the data. And also have some more features like add authentication, headers, and query parameters, and after that URL, authentication, and everything. It also have the send header, send body. These are all the functions which you can use. You can also use this import curl command in the HTTP request if you want, but I don't use this. Like in curl, if you're going to paste anything, that you don't have to write everything manually. You have to write it at one place, and everything will going to be filled. It comes with a lot of errors, so I don't use this. You can see here's the option import curl, then everything will be going to filled in the HTTP request automatically. So I'm going to use OpenAI platform for this. So let's search for the OpenAI platform and search for create chat completion, and here you find out this JSON, and you have to just paste it in HTTP request and you will get your result. Go back to the n8n, and here the method will going to be post, and for the URL go back to the OpenAI platform, and here is the URL. Just copy it and paste it here like this, and authentication will going to be none. We are not going to use any authentication for this, and click on the send headers. Specify headers will be going to be using fields below, and here you have to write the name and the value. Go back to the OpenAI platform, and the name is authorization and the value is the API key. So just paste the name here, authorization, cut down this part and paste it here in the value, and now you have to create the API key from the OpenAI platform. And if you don't know how to create this, just go to the OpenAI platform and search API. For creating the API key, you must have the at least $5 in your recharge in your OpenAI platform, and from here you can create your new API key. Just copy it and paste it here after bearer, and then more name and value. Just copy it from the OpenAI platform and paste it here. The content type and the value is going to be application JSON, and then click on the send body, and from here the body content type will be going to be JSON and the specify body using JSON, and just copy this JSON here like this and paste it here. So I am going to write any question here. Let's write anything you want. I have written this: what are the best exercises for the chest? I think everything is good, and execute the step. What's failed? I don't know. Okay, here's the error. In the name we have written content type, and we have also written the application JSON. So just cut it from here, execute the step again, Here's the output. You can see. Oh, where's my answer? Chest exercises, barbell press, rotate angles to hit upper, mid and lower pegs. It also given like the incline 15 to 30%. So this is how the HTTP request works. I have just asked one question as I used OpenAI platform, so it gives me all answer from there. So we are done with the HTTP request. Let's talk about another most important used n8n node, that is AI agent. I think you have seen in most of the cases this AI agent node. Let's see how it works. AI agent comes with the two main prompts. The first one is the system prompt and the another one is the user prompt. And what is the system prompt? It is like the rule or the personality you are going to give to your AI agent, that how you have to perform, like who are you. If we take an example, so you are a real estate AI agent, always answer in a professional and friendly tone. If the user asks about buying a house, first ask for their budget and then suggest the options. You are going to give an AI agent a persona that you are a real estate AI agent. You have to always answer in a professional and friendly tone. And the second one, user prompt. This is the actual question requesting coming either from the workflow or directly from the user. This is a user prompt. I want to buy house in a Delhi under 50 lakh. What are my options? And then the AI agent will going to answer all these questions. I'm going to take one example to show you. Click on the plus icon and search for the AI agent node. And in the last option you can see here it is written tool. Add the tool. I'm going with the HTTP request one again, but listen one thing, for AI agent you can't use this one HTTP request. For AI agent HTTP request, what you have to do, click on the third plus icon where it is written tool, then search for the HTTP request, but the work of the both is same. So here you find with the name HTTP request tool. Just click on this, and what you have to do now, so just copy and paste all the HTTP request things which I have written in that one. Let me do it in few seconds. Similarly, copy this JSON and paste it here in HTTP request 1. But here you have to do some changes in the content one. You have to use here from AI and search for from AI here. Okay, so this is from AI. You can read the doc and learn about what is the from AI. So what is the from AI and why I am using from AI? So before, as you have seen, I am writing only one question like what is the best chest exercises, and it's giving me only one answer. And if I use from AI, I can write any question and it will go and fetch the data from AI agent and give me the answer. Click on the chat with docs and paste your JSON here, and at the end write what will be the from AI function. So just wait for a moment, it will give you. Just copy it and paste it in the content part, okay, like this. So here in the result section, what is written, execute previous node for preview. Now go back to the canvas, click on the plus icon and add this node. Search for here like when clicking execute workflow one, and you found this node, and this one is also the most popular node which is used in the AI agent things, and add it here like this. And now click on AI agent, and here the source for prompt user message will be defined below. Now here the option prompt user message, and in prompt user message write whatever you want, like whatever you want to ask. Let me write, what is the best way to learn sales? What is the best way to learn sales? And here's the option system message. As I explained you what is the system message, you have to just give the persona or the personality to your AI agent, that who are you. You are a helpful assistant. Your role is to give the answer of user questions. Let's execute the step. The best way to learn the sales is typically involves a combination of education, practice, and real-world experience. Here are some effective steps: study sales fundamental, learn about sales technology, psychology, and everything about the sale. Here you get your answer about the sale. Go back to the canvas. So this is how the AI agent works. So till now you have learned about the sticky node, you have learned about the HTTP request node, you have learned about the AI agent. Now let's move to the part with the edit field node, that is also called the set node. It used to modify or transform the data. What is the purpose of the edit node? Adding new field, adding new variable. I will explain you with the help of example so that you can get the more clarity about this. And remove the unnecessary field before sending the data to the next node. Go back to the n8n, search for the edit field or set node, and the mode will be manual mapping. Click on add field and just drag this input JSON here and name it whatever you want, like the sales question. So just I'm going to name it as sales. So make sure it will be in a string format. Now add one more field because I want a real time. This is the most important when it comes to like sending the emails. I have sent the emails today. Now I have to send the emails after 1 week, after 1 week, after 2 weeks, after 3 weeks. Then you have to use this $now. So name it as current time, and in the value write $now, and just execute this step. And you can see that here, or with the help of edit field, we have edited two things: the variable name sales. Here is the current time of today. So we are also done with the edit field, that how it works and how we can add new variables to this and how we can edit and transform the things. Now let's see another most used node, that is the code node. A code node, commonly referred as the function node or the function item node, is used to write the custom JavaScript code to manipulate, transform, or generate data within your workflow. The code node is the most powerful node because it lets you to do the things that is done by the set node or the things which can't done by the set node easily. You can use the code node here. Even I don't use edit field node that much. I use the code node more. So let's take one example of the code node, that how it works also. Break it from here and move to here and go to the plus icon and search for the code node. Okay, let's fix this right here. Okay, but for the code node, let's make the system message more complex. Go back to the system message and write output your response in the JSON with the keys. I'm going to add 3 more options. I want a response, then what is the language, and what is the source, and let's execute the step. You can see that here are the 3 more things like response, language, and sources. Let's go back to the canvas and click on the code node and execute the step. Wait a second, I don't have to execute the step right now. Okay, so I have to write the JavaScript node before this. Just copy this JSON, input JSON, paste it in the ChatGPT, right? Give me the code node to get the output. So ChatGPT just give me these things. Let's paste it here and see, execute the step, and boom, here's the thing, I got the output, and here it is written as response. The best way to learn sales involves a combination of education, blah blah blah, and everything. And here I get 2 more variables like language is English, and what is the source? General knowledge and best practices in sales training is the source. Okay, that's great. Combine this code node with the edit field and check how the thing's going. Okay, like this. Add one more field. Just drag this language here like this and name it as language, and add one more field and drop this source here and name it as source and execute the step. We got language and we got source both. Let's move to the next most commonly used node, switch node and the if node. Before switch node, I'm going to explain you what is the if node. If node in n8n is used for binary yes or no. Simple. It is used for yes or no. If the price is greater than 100, then go for true. If not, then go for false. True or false, yes or no. Search for the if node. Here it is, and just drag any value you want. Paste the language in value 1 and in value 2 write English to check that it is true or false. False branch. Now you're like, it is the English one, so why it comes false? Because we have written English in small letter, but here in the English there is a capital E, so that's why it given me a false. So if I write English with capital E and execute the step, then you can see that here true branch 1 item. Let me change this thing is not equal to and write English here, then the answer is false. And if I write is equal to and Hindi, then it will going to give me a false. And if I write is not equal to Hindi, then it will going to give me a true. And you can play around with the more things like string, number, date, time, and everything, whatever you want, you can play around with that. Let's add one more and paste the source one here, right? I'm Akash Dubey and anything like this, and here it is given me a false. Why false? Because it is not the actual value. Now the things came yes or true. Click on this plus icon, search for do nothing. Now if our answer is going to come true or yes, then it will going to do nothing. This is how the if node is going to work. But in the most of the cases, I don't use if node. I mainly use switch node because switch node is a complex one. It can perform more actions. Switch node is for the multiple possible outcomes like value to check, status, country type, etc. As in if node, we can only check through the yes or no, only 2 options. But in the switch node, if the status is equal to paid, then it will going to be paid. If the status is pending, then it will going to be pending. If the status is failed, then it will going to the failed node. We can use multiple steps here in the switch node. So let's search for the switch node here. Switch node, and before coming to the switch node, let's execute the workflow to get all the data here. Come to the switch node, drag any value you want as we have done in the if node, like that only, and write English. Okay, and execute the step. In 0 you get the 1 item, and if you add one more routing rule, let me add one more rule and paste it here, Akash Dubey. Execute the step. In 1 you get the false things with the white line. So this is how the switch node actually works. Go back to the n8n docs and you can read the whole n8n doc here on the switch node. Like it is same like a if node and everything. So you can read the n8n doc for you most of the cases and you get your all the answer here, and you can master all the n8n nodes by yourself. So this is all for the video. We have mastered 7 most commonly used nodes in the n8n that everyone used in their most of the workflows. And if you want more, comment it down. I will try to make the video on that also.